Okay. Going to attempt this flight around New York with the new setup here. I've got a few new bits and pieces and a few change in settings. Recording straight through the headset, as you can see. Taken off from New York Police Department. Just go down to the Hudson there, follow it along round to the Statue of Liberty and come back. Just as a demo, here we go. Try and explain some of the setup that I've got here. I'm just lifting the collective here on my left hand side. I've got a converted handbrake here, which is nice and free and easy, really easy to use. Moves very easily up and down, so it gives you a nice way of doing a fine adjustment. Other stuff that I've got these TPR pedals, nice easy pedals. Very, very easy to push left and right. Put them on the minimum spring setting, so there's not much centering. I've got this VKV Gladiator here on my right hand side. That is, again, springs completely removed, so it just moves completely freely. Your 3 that I'm sitting in is set at 50% power and is on the full range of motion using SRS. Using Busty Bear's massively brilliant OXMRC motion compensation, which is working really nicely here now as well. Things that have changed: on a slightly faster computer now. I've gone to AM5, bought a 7950X3D. That was completely the wrong processor to buy. You have to shut half of it down and it basically becomes a 7800X3D. Okay, so that's beefed up the CPU a bit. Running a 4070 Ti Super. It's looking really nice in here. Other settings that I've managed to change are on virtual desktop. Hopefully you can see I've got the hands there open so I can see my own hands, and I can see the collective down there and the joystick there, which is a nice touch. Makes it a lot easier when you're wanting to look around, and you can put your hand in front of your face to see where you actually are. So that's quite good. Another setting I found in virtual desktop recently, really nice, is the ability to change the FOV. So I'm running on this Quest 3 FOV 70% vertical, 80% horizontal, which as far as I can tell makes no actual difference to the field of view whatsoever. It seems to just turn off the pixels that you can't see anyway, so that works really, really nicely, and that gives you an extra 20-30% easily. This runs really nicely and smoothly now. This is MSFS2024. I couldn't get, unfortunately, your 3's game link working very well with this. With the motion compensation, something weird is happening where the yaw axis is really lazy and laggy, but you can see here it's working no problem at all in this using SRS. So I had to configure that a little bit, but it's pretty much on one-to-one motion. You see here as I come into the Statue of Liberty, and I'll just power down and pull back. You see it's really nice, it just compensates perfectly. Just bring it to a stop there. Bit of power on. Hopefully won't fall backwards into the sea. There we go. So not too bad there. That brings it in pretty nicely. So let's just take a look at the graphics here on this 2024. It really is stupendous how they've improved it. The graphics look so good now. Real major improvements are things like this, the landmarks, the buildings, the trees. Just look at the trees, they look incredible. They look like proper trees now. The boats look really nice. The water looks amazing. It's rippling now with beautiful reflections. Looks fantastic. When you bring the chopper down onto the water now, look, I'll just hover here, just onto the water. You can see, look, it ripples all the water, which it didn't do before. That's really nice. Try not to crash into the river there. And I'll just head on back over. I'm not sure what else I can really tell you about this setup. Just been improving it over the last few months and trying to find little software configs and other bits and pieces. The yaw 3, I've taken it all apart, put it all back together again after the hammering that it took from the virtual motorbike, and tightened all the belts and checked all the bearings and all that sort of stuff. Also pulled out a bit of broken drill bit that I managed to leave in there when I was drilling a hole for one of the ancillaries. But there you go, this is just a demo in 2024. Just before I head back to the landing pad, let's just head into the city itself and have a look at some of the buildings. This is probably one of the hardest places to render in the world, really. New York is one of the most difficult rendering jobs for Flight Simulator to manage. You can see it just looks so much nicer now. You've got all this detail on the top of the buildings. The trees down below just look really nice. The roads, still some errors on the ground, but they've certainly been reduced. The street looks good as you drive down there. This is a big wide street. This is probably some famous New York street, but I don't know what it is. Let's just go and have a little look around this building over here. This one with the spike on. I'm going to guess it's the Empire State Building. My knowledge on New York, I'm afraid, isn't brilliant. You can see now with this setup, this is only a 4070 Ti Super. It's a 700-800 quid graphics card. It's not massive money. The overall PC's, not over £2,000. So this isn't a massively expensive PC, but there's no lag there. You can see I look left to right. Look, there's no tearing. There's no juddering as you look sideways as the buildings come by. It just works really, really well. Let's spin around the top of the Empire State here and see what's up at the top. Yeah, looks good. Here's a nice view over all of New York itself. Look, as I come round, see the Statue of Liberty in the distance there. Definition's just fantastic. Whole of Manhattan Island there. I'm guessing that big round thing down there is maybe ground zero. Again, I'm not really sure, I'm afraid. We'll head down and see if we can land back over at the police department again. We'll head down really nicely. The dip on the yaw here is quite good. I haven't got the 15-degree rectifier in the setup. What I found is that I've just set the level with the feet quite high in it, and that seems to be good enough to give you a reasonable amount of dip. You get obviously a lot more pitch backwards than you do forwards, but that tends to be enough for the choppers, at least. Maybe in the aerobatic planes you don't quite make it to what you're really doing, but it is pretty good. We'll just give it a test on the yaw and just get a little bit closer to the landing pad, just in between these two bridges here. These two bridges look incredible in this now. What a job they've done on it. You can see all the vegetation there, all the grass in between the buildings and those trees. The trees just look wonderful on it now. I'm just coming in a bit hot here, really. Flying cars they've got in New York. Look, yeah, they haven't got everything quite right, but they get in there. That's a beautiful bridge, that one, isn't it? Maybe that's, well, they're both nice. One of them's Brooklyn Bridge, surely, but don't know what the other one is. Let's just look for the pad. Where was it? Somewhere around here. Just give you a little bit of a show on the yaw. So we'll just do a quick spin in the chopper. Just looking for the pad, sorry. Where is it? Just do a quick spin in the chopper just to show you, the ability of the yaw to do it. Ooh, nearly lost it there. But you see it spins around really nicely, really well. That's its little trick, which is so good. And of course, obviously the forward and rear movement, very good. Still can't find this pad. There it is. It's just right there on my right hand side. I'll just bring this back down again. And just end this, it's just a short video for you, just demonstrating a little flight around New York, what it looks like inside the VR, and what the chair's doing on the outside whilst I'm playing around. Try and do a nice landing here. Come on, come on. Try and just slam it down with a pad like I normally do. There we go. Not too bad.